What's been the most surprising thing about your run so far?
Oh, easily it's been the people. When I left Savannah, I figured I'd be staying in my tent most every night, at least 90% of the time. And in all those days, I stayed in my tent one time because people come out and pick me up at the road and take me to their home, or they take me to a motel and pay for it. The Alzheimer's Association has called people that they know, and then they knew people, and that part has been amazing. I have spent one night in my tent.
That's amazing. Tell me about a few of the people that you've met that really stick out in your memory of the 42 days so far.
One was a family in near Monroe, Georgia, the Edwards family. They took me in and they had no idea why. The girl found out that night that I needed a place, and she's never done anything like this in her life, her and her husband. And she said she felt led. She called within 5 minutes to the newspaper and said, to the online newspaper, and said, "We'll take him." And I went in there, and they were unbelievable to me that evening and the next day, and I left. And it was rough leaving them. They were so kind. And about 5 or 6 hours into my run, I heard something behind me and looked behind me, and here was the lady coming up. Her husband had brought her out to run with me, and she ran with me. And then they came all the way to Amicalola Falls again to see me. And then another family in Ellijay, Georgia, ran every foot with me through Gilmer County, the Redlet family. And they even came out to past Chatsworth again. She ran up Fort Mountain with me. And then they came to Ringgold and got me and took me to dinner. And now they're the ones setting up some of this stuff now. I mean, it's just unbelievable to me. And I have offers like that all the time from people just wanting to help. I'd like to say one other thing. I went through an area one time where some people had stopped me and told me I shouldn't go through that area. And I went right through that area, and I smiled, and the kids and all there in that neighborhood were awesome to me. They came up to me and were just fantastic to me. They asked me if they could push Wilson a little bit, and I let them push Wilson. And I went through that neighborhood, and I thought, why wouldn't anybody want to go through that neighborhood? If you're smiling and you be good to them, they're going to be good back. But if you go in there with the judgmental look and your tone, that's not going to work anywhere. And I have not had anything in all of these days, not the first negative thing happened to me other than dogs, and they can't help it. They're just doing their job.